Hello, students. Last time we were in class, we talked about mixtures. So we talked about mixtures. Mixtures are when two different materials are combined. The materials in a mixture are called components. There are two types of mixtures. These mixtures are called heterogeneous and homogeneous mixtures. We can tell them apart by how they look. Heterogeneous mixtures you can see the components. Homogeneous mixtures you cannot see the components. For example, if you have marbles of different colors, this would be a heterogeneous mixture. A homogeneous mixture example would be salt water. Now, this is what we covered yesterday. What we're going to be talking about today are what are called solutions. Solutions are another word for homogeneous mixture. A homogeneous mixture, recall, you cannot see the components. Each of the components has a special name. What does the dissolving is called the solvent. This is most likely water. What is dissolved is called the solute. For example, let's talk about some solutions we know. For example, sugar water is made of sugar and water. It is a homogeneous mixture because we cannot see the components. It is a solution because it is a homogeneous mixture. The solvent is the water. The solute is the sugar in the sugar water. Our my objective with you today is to teach you that there is only so much sugar that will go into water. When you have, I would change that. My objective with you today is to teach you there's only so much sugar that will go into water. Sorry, my objective with you today is to teach you that there's only so much sugar that will go into water, and there are special terms for this. And you cannot put any additional solute, or in our case, sugar, into the water. We say that we have a saturated solution. Recall that a saturated solution is simply a mixture whose components we cannot see, that has the maximum amount of solid component added to it. So, the terms that I want you guys to learn about today are saturated, unsaturated, and supersaturated. Saturated notes. Now, you guys will need to take some notes today, so take out your notebook, pause the video if you have to, and write down that saturated solutions are solutions that have the maximum amount of solute or solid mixed in with it. So, for example, if you dump sugar in water, the maximum amount of sugar it could have and you had the maximum amount of sugar it could have and even one additional drop, it would not mix in with the water. We say that is saturated. So, examples: water with maximum amount of sugar. Another example: salt water with the maximum amount of salt combined with the water. Unsaturated solutions are mixtures that are homogeneous, which means, again, that you cannot see the components. Homogeneous means you cannot see the components. And unsaturated means that you can add. Unsaturated means that you can add additional solute to the mixture. This means that you can add additional solid, or in our case, salt rather, to the mixture. Supersaturated means that it has more than the maximum amount of substance in it. So, let's recap. Saturated, maximum salt. Unsaturated, it's salt water that can absorb or mix in more salt. Supersaturated means maximum more than the maximum salt.